Hey everyone, Mystic here coming at you with another video. Today I wanted to have a discussion with you about something that's always kind of confused me about PoE2. Now, I've been playing PoE2 for 6 months or more. I don't really know. I've been playing it for a while and I play it almost every single day on stream. And the currency exchange is something that's always confused me. And what I'm talking about specifically is like when we go to exchange something, if we have one item that say we're trying to exchange for a divine, and that item is currently the market value 1.5 divines to our one item. If you convert that, you're only going to get the one divine back. So you're missing out on that half of a divine. Now, you could list that item for 2 divines, but I have done something like that similar, actually multiple times, had it listed for a week or more and they don't exchange. So basically what I'm trying to get at is, do we convert out our item first prior to getting what we want second? So essentially, if we have an item that's selling currently in the market value at 1.5 divines, and we take our item and convert it to say exalts or chaoses or whatever it is, and we convert that item out first before going buying our divine, we should technically walk away with not only our divine, but the additional half that is listing at the current market value. Now, I have a couple of examples here where that works and that doesn't work. And I'm kind of curious, right? I'm just kind of curious, and I want to go through these examples, and then we'll talk at the end about what I'm thinking. So in this right here, right, we get this chase rune. Now this chase rune is very sought after right now. Currently, they're selling for about 17 divine, right, on the currency exchange, and we'll run through that right here, right. I pulled both of these items up, and you can see that the current conversion is 17.67 to 1. So what that means is that if we convert this chase rune out, we should essentially be getting our 17 divine plus the additional 0.67. Now, this is an example of where this isn't true. So you can see I'm gonna look up here what the conversion is of exalts to divines, and you can see here that at the current market, they're sitting at 403, 404 exalt. So in order for that to make sense, we would need 7,052 exalts for that chase rune. Now, and basically what that's breaking down to is that for that 7,052, we should be able to exchange out the exalts that we get and still have some left over after we go and get our 17 divine. But what we can see here is that this chase rune actually only has a market value of 6,101 exalts per that chase rune. Now, if we go and we look at that, if we converted over the 6,101 to divines, that is actually only 15 divines. So we would actually be missing out on 2 divines by converting it prior to going and getting our divines. So this is one of the questions that I do have, and we'll get into that after this second clip here, because there's a lot of questions, right? There's a lot of questions that I have. In this clip, you can see we drop a perfect exalt, right? So again, another sought after item, very very important this league. And when we go and we look at it, oh excuse me, as we look at our perfect exalt, they're worth about 891 exalts per, right? This is one of those examples where when we convert this out to our divines, it's a 2.42 per divine. So if we exchange this exalt, we're only going to get 2 divines out of it. Whereas if we take our perfect exalt and convert it to exalts first, it actually works out that we make our 2 divines and our additional currency. So we basically make that 2.42. And you'll see that here, right? Because I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna exchange it for exalts. We get 909, right? We exchange it. It'll pop through here in just a second. There we go. We come over. We exchange it out for our divines. We want 2 for our exalts, right? We'll go through the conversion real quick. 804, perfect. So now you can see, not only did we get our 2 divines, we also walked away with over 100 more exalts, which is about 2.25-ish divines, right? So this raises the question to me is, Are you guys doing this? Are you guys converting your items out to exalts or chaoses prior to going and getting your items before? Are you just simply taking the currency exchange loss? You're just saying, hey, it's not worth my time to break all this currency down and then come back in and buy stuff later, especially with the flow of the market. Sometimes you can exchange things and they don't convert properly over the next day or even within minutes, right? Within minutes, things can go down, things can go up. I've been in that situation before where I convert something out and then I go look at something else and it's all of a sudden the rates have gone up or the rates have gone down. It could work in either with or against your favor, right? So what are you guys doing? Are you guys actually converting all of your currency over and buying items? Are you guys just simply saying, I don't care about the half a divine or whatever it is that your currency is that you're exchanging it for, like a chaos? You're like, oh, I don't care about the half a chaos or whatever. Because in the time playing the game, I've basically just been converting it over. I've just been converting it over and I've been accepting the loss of the half a chaos or, whatever it is, the exalt, the divine, whatever it is. I'm basically accepting that loss because doing this seems to take more work than it's worth. And unless you're going to be in that market consistently and hoping to catch, certain fluctuations within the market, I don't know if it's really worth the time to do it. Now I may be completely wrong, and I would like to know what you guys think. If I'm wrong, let me know. Be like, hey, no, you absolutely need to be converting it out. Here's how it's done, or this is how it should be done. This is kind of just like an open discussion between us. I'm kind of showing you some examples here where it works and it doesn't work. So I'm kind of torn. Like, do I do it or do I not? Do you guys do this? Do you not? Let me know. Let me know if there's some things that I'm missing. Am I supposed to be actually going after different currencies per thing? Like this is all relatively new to me. I've never really dealt with this. That's why I said it's still kind of confusing to me. And there's all kinds of different videos out there and different things that people are saying that kind of even add to that confusion. But I just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. I want to have a discussion about this. I think it's really interesting. I do like the currency exchange and the markets and things like that. It does play a part in why I like the game a lot. Now, like I said, in my own personal opinion, I'm not necessarily concerning myself if I'm missing out on half an exalt or half a chaos or even sometimes like the half a divine, because in the time it would take me to convert it, wait for currency to either go up or go down or exchange it, like that's a lot of time in the game that we're just, kind of wasting. Honestly, I could make that half a div back in a single logbook, right? And instead of sitting in the menu for 5 minutes exchanging currency, I can go run a logbook in 5 minutes and make that back and then some. So I'd be really interested to hear your guys' opinions and what you're doing. And, obviously let me know what I'm doing. If it's wrong, if you guys are doing something similar, or if you're like, hey, there's something you should be looking out for, like I said before, just let me know. I really want this to be an open discussion. So go ahead and leave those comments down below. Come check me out on stream. I stream Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you being here and we'll see you out there later.